Good morning, student. In this session, we will study the design procedure of flange coupling. Basically, the flange coupling is the modification of muff coupling. In addition to the hub, flanges are provided for higher torque or power transmission. So, basically, the muff coupling is made to transmit low power and flange couplings are made to transmit higher power. Let us see the model of flange coupling. This is the model of flange coupling. This portion is known as hub. This is known as flange, and these are the nuts and hexagonal headed bolts, and this flange coupling is mounted on the bearings. So this is the assembly of protective type flange coupling. This is known as protective type flange coupling because protection is given here. This projected portion is there. This protection is given. So during rotation, this avoids the accident. Now flange coupling consists of shaft, key, flange with hub and bolts. Now, nomenclature of flange coupling. D is the diameter of shaft. Capital D is the outer diameter of hub. DC is the core diameter of bolts. D1 is the pitch circle diameter of bolt circle. N is number of bolts. TF is the thickness of flange. Tau S, tau B, tau K and tau F be the permissible shear stresses for shaft, bolt, key and flange material, and sigma CK be the permissible crushing stresses for bolt and key material respectively. Now step 1. Design of shaft considering in pure torsion. From the equation T is equal to pi by 16 tau d cube, we will determine the diameter of the shaft, putting the values of torque. Now step 2. Design of hub. This is the hub. From usual proportions, outer diameter of hub D, this is the outer diameter of hub, capital D is equal to twice the diameter of shaft. Length of the hub, this is total length of the hub, L is equal to 1.5 D. Now we will check the dimensions for torsional shear stress considering hollow shaft. Now from the formula, torque is equal to pi by 16 tau induced capital D cube in the bracket 1 minus k raised to 4, where k is the ratio of shaft diameter to hub diameter, outer diameter. Here we calculate the torsional stresses induced in the hub, and that should be less than the tau permissible. Then hub is safe in torsion shear stress. Now the empirical relations used for finding out the dimensions of the flanges and hub are: outer diameter of hub, that is capital D, is equal to twice the diameter of shaft. D1 PCD, pitch circle diameter of the bolt, that is taken as 3 times the diameter of shaft. D2, that is outer diameter of flange, is taken as 4 times the diameter of shaft. TF, thickness of flange, is taken as 0.5 times the diameter of the shaft. Length of the hub is taken as 1.5 times of the diameter of the shaft. These are the empirical relations used for finding out the dimensions of the hub and flange. Now step third, design of key. From usual proportions, W width of the key is taken as d by 4 and thickness of key is t is taken as d by 6 and length of the key is taken equal to the length of hub, capital L. Now checking for shear and crushing stresses. From the formula, torque is equal to tangential force into radius, that is d by 2, that is equal to L into W into tau induced into d by 2. From this equation we will calculate the tau induced, and the value of tau induced is less than tau permissible. In that case the key is safe in shear. Now we will check the key for crushing stresses. From the formula, T is equal to tangential force into d by 2, that is equal to L into T by 2 into sigma ck induced multiplied by d by 2. From this equation we will calculate the crushing stresses induced in the key, and the value of the induced crushing stresses should be less than crushing stresses permissible. Then key dimensions of key are safe in crushing. Now after finding the dimensions of the flanges empirically, we will check the dimensions of the flanges for shear stresses. Now torque is equal to force, tangential force into radius. So outer diameter of the hub divided by 2. Torque is equal to, this tangential force is equal to area into shear stresses induced multiplied by force is equal to the area into tau induced, and area is given by shaded strip, capital D into TF. Now putting the value of A1 here, this equation becomes torque is equal to pi into capital D into TF into tau induced into capital D by 2. From this we will calculate tau induced assuming TF is equal to 0.5 D. If the value of tau induced comes out to be lesser than tau permissible, then the flanges are safe in shear. Now the next step is design of bolts, considering the failure of bolts in direct shear failure. Correct? Now load on each bolt. Load on each bolt is equal to the shear resisting area multiplied by permissible direct shear stresses. Now the area in shear is given by pi by 4 dc square. So the load on each bolt will be area into permissible shear stresses, pi by 4 dc square into tau b, where tau b is the permissible shear stress in the bolt. Now total load on all the bolts, that is the load on each bolt multiplied by total number of bolts, that is equal to n multiplied by, in the bracket, pi by 4 dc square, in the bracket is complete, multiplied by tau b. Now torque is equal to total load into radius. Now torque is equal to, putting the value of total load from here, n in the bracket pi by 4 dc square multiplied by tau b multiplied by d1 by 2. Here we will take the piece circle diameter, that is equal to 3d. d1 is taken as 3d. Now we will take n is equal to, number of bolts is equal to 3 for diameter up to 40 millimeter, and n is equal to 4 for diameter of the shaft up to 100 millimeter, and n is equal to 6 for diameter of shaft up to 180 millimeter. So this is all about the design procedure of flange coupling. We will meet in next session with the numerical of flange coupling. Thank you very much.